Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Let's do a sound check. It's Anne Manera. We're here live. We've got another live color along, and we are making an appearance back onto Facebook. So, can you hear me, Lynn? Can you hear me, Jen? Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And I'm making some changes because life is nothing without change, right? Let's take a look. Could everybody hear me? Can we do a sound check? Kind of a crazy thing to be asking if no one can hear me, right? It's our appearance. Hello, Miss Mary. So let's do a sound check, check, 1, 2. Right, Scarlett? Scarlett says hello. Oh, Jen says, I hear ya. Loud and clear, says Miss Lynn Miller. I'm just going to call everyone that. Bev says she can hear me. Good morning, Bev. So, I'm back. I'm back on Facebook with Color Along starting today. And then we're finishing up volume 17 for a few more weeks. And then actually for the month of February. And then on March 3rd, we begin, can you believe it? Hold on to your seat. Volume 18. Jen, can you even believe it? You've followed me for a long time. Volume 18. Unreal, right? So, got something happening here. I don't know what the heck is going on. Let me backspace. So, what I'm going to ask everyone to do is please share this out onto Facebook. Share this out onto a coloring group, onto your Facebook page. Share is the mantra today. I made the decision. I'm going to talk about this throughout the video too as more people come on. The big burning question is, why am I not doing this on YouTube? And why am I back on Facebook? So that's the burning question, right? So the answer to that question is that basically I was not getting as many viewers on YouTube, and I feel like a lot of people that have been watching for a very long time were not finding me on YouTube. More importantly, a lot of people were having trouble commenting on YouTube. So I decided to come back onto Facebook and reach a bigger audience, in the same audience that I was reaching, because this is where it began. So as I approach my 7th year of doing coloring books, I can't even believe that, I'm going to go in to see if we can kind of shake things up. So what is life without change? What is happening here? We don't want to listen to my voice. I want to share this out. That's my goal here today. So share. How is everyone this morning? Oh, a lot more people have already joined. Let's see. Good morning to Billy Joe. Let's say good morning to everyone. Good morning to Bev Larson up in Canada. How's the weather there? It's really foggy here today. Lynn Miller's here today. Good morning. Good to see you. Mary Hannah is joining us. How is it, Mary? How's the weather treating you? We've had some pretty crazy weather here in southern New England. It's been pretty crazy. Jen is here. How are you? Haven't seen you in a long time. Billy Joe, good morning. My friend Marianne, how are you? Jen says, definitely unreal. Seems we just started. Right? Doesn't it seem unreal? Someone was telling me how I should or should not do a live video the other day, and my answer back, I guess she caught me at a bad time. Do you ever feel like sometimes you're talking to people and they catch you at a time where you're like, I want to just like off with your head, like I want to just snap away that comment that you just made, right? So my comment back to her, Marianne saw this, was that I've done close to 500 live videos. So I think I kind of know how to stream a live video. I'm doing it by myself. Scarlett and Paisley just are not very good at helping lately. All they want to do is eat. Bev is saying, thank you, Marianne. Bev is saying, agree, I like Facebook better even with its problems. Yeah, you know, Facebook is a wonderful marketing tool. And everyone is a great audience. Billions of people log into Facebook daily. And it's a great community. Sharon, good morning. Good morning, Anne and everyone here today. Good morning to you too, Sharon. If I hear Jen is saying they are not subscribed to you on YouTube, if they are not subscribed to YouTube, it's been where people can't comment on YouTube is what I heard. Yeah, some people could not. Like Mamie Hickstead could never comment. You know? Bev is saying we're scheduled for a huge rainstorm. Listen to Scarlett in the background. Right? Color alongs, live. Anything that can happen. Rained a lot, freezing snow and rain. Holding my breath, it won't continue. I know, we're going to cross our fingers for you, Bev. Weary Angel, good morning, shared. Oh, yes, so true, says Billy Joe. Okay, so we're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. We are working, I'm going to get Paisley and Scarlett something to come to, you know, a biscuit, right? This is what we're working on today. Mixed media today. I have brush markers, crayons, Black Widows. What are we coloring today? This is what we're coloring today. Hang on, I'll be right back. Come on, guys. Okay, that will keep them busy for a bit. I miss those scruff noises that Jen is saying. You know, someone said to me the other day, well, don't they already have a biscuit while you're ready to do a video? Yeah, but they've got these crazy bones now that they're into. And let me tell you, we've got to do a big Amazon order again. And you know what? My dogs finally know what an Amazon delivery is. I mean, they know, but you can say to them, hey, you have an Amazon delivery, and here they come running. Isn't that crazy? Anybody else's dogs do that? I don't know why we've got a community standards thing sitting here. I don't know here. So I want to share this. So give me a couple of minutes, but share it out to a Facebook group or wherever you can. Can I share it? Oh, I can copy it. Okay. That's good. I guess that's okay. You know, some people do these videos and they have like, I don't know, somebody helping them in the background, right? I'm going to use woodless pencils, Lynn says. They were the first I grabbed. Good idea. Bev Larson saying, I was gifted with the Black Widow 4000 edition with dragon on it. Wow, great. Love the colors. I didn't know it was called the 4000 edition. I have those somewhere. I have them somewhere. Don't I sound like that guy on Everybody Loves Raymond? What's his name? Leo? You know what I'm talking about, right? Anybody watch Everybody Loves Raymond? Where the guy keeps saying, oh yeah, I have that. I have that. Jen, thank you for sharing that. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. I wish I could tag people in this, but I don't know if it'll let me. Let me see. We could probably try to share it to the Cracked Crayon. And then I'll share it out afterwards, too. Shared on my time plan a long time since I've been on and shared. I know, where have you been? I was thinking of you the other day, actually, when I was looking at some painting I was working on. You came to mind. Who says that? That must be Sharon. I was wondering that myself. Are we supposed to click on it to see the standards? I don't know. I've never seen that. I'm afraid to click on it. I'm afraid to do it, Sharon. Good morning, Sandra. We have a lot to talk about today, right? Shared on my timeline. Okay, cool. No sound on my laptop. Do you need to turn up the volume? Kind of crazy that I'm telling Sandra to turn up the volume if she can't hear me to turn up the volume, right? Okay, let's get started. So this page, mixed media, I am going to pop a page behind us. Behind. The one with the snake on is 3000 edition. You have there on your desk. I didn't know they had those, like, numbers. Where do you see the number? Oh, Bev Larson. Aren't you a clever little woman? I never knew this. Did anybody else know that? All these years. I feel like the line from Big Fat Greek Wedding. All right, all these years, I did not know. I'm not going to click on community standard, Sharon. I'm afraid it's going to take me, like, to the black hole of Facebook, so I'm not doing it. If anyone is daring enough to click on it, then I guess knock yourself out, right? So, oh, I've missed all of you so much. Let me tell you, it's just been like, no matter what happens in the rest of the day, throughout the rest of the day, no matter how crazy life gets, right? Pop into a live color along. Can we tag people? I wonder if we can tag people. Like, I know that there's some people that are the usuals. Like Chris Castelli usually is here. Can I tag these people? I'm not sure if I can. Melody maybe is usually, no, it won't let me. Anyway, all right, let's get back to the business at hand. Lynn says, hey, Lynn Fasella, good morning. Is that pic in a variety book? I remember doing it. It might be. I'm not sure, Marianne. I'm not sure. It's not the same without a live color along. I know, right? It's not. But Lynn's Black Widows do not live in the tins or boxes. All of the sets live together. Do they get along? Is anybody like, is the pink arguing with the red? Good morning, Mamie. See, you can comment today. See? You know, I gotta say, though, there is one person that is on, I'm going to start coloring this, by the way. I'm going to start out with this one right here with some colored pencils. I'm going to use Blood Diamond. There is someone that is on YouTube that watches. Her name is Dawn Dini, I believe her last name is. And I really am concerned because she's not on Facebook and I feel bad. So I tried to send her a message or like tag her in a comment. And I do feel bad about that. So I don't know if she's looking for us right now. Just got signed on my iPad. I know Anne is using COPPA pencils. What else? I'm using COPPA pencils, Crayola crayons, Sandra. I have these brush markers that I've had for about 7 years now. We're going to try those. And I have smooth gel pens, which I haven't used in a very long time, but we're going to see what happens. So these pages from this page is actually from this book called Sketched Grayscale Illustration Variety Coloring Book. What's different about this from a regular coloring book is it's just like a sketch. So here's the page. This is what we're actually coloring today in a smaller version. But this book also has some pages in it that are 4 to a page or like 9 to a page. So there's smaller ones, not necessarily like my little boxes books, but smaller. Here's another one with the cheese. Here's another one with the fruit. So example is this. This is what we're doing today. Okay. So this is, there are 4 on the little page. So you don't want to color a whole thing. It's got some smaller versions of these. So you color it just like you're coloring grayscale. So I'm just going to use the same pressure on this whole thing, this whole bottle. I don't know if we can tag people. Can we tag people? Like, I'm wondering, where's Alice and where's Chris and where's Melody and who else are we missing? Gather the troops, right? Gather the troops. All right, so I'm doing just kind of a heavy pressure here. Well, actually, not really heavy pressure. It looks like I'm doing heavy pressure, right? Because it's all on top of the darker area. It's having a brain moment, a brain fart for a minute. Thank you for sharing that, Mamie. I appreciate it. It's really not letting me share. Okay, now I've got the top of that bottle, right? So I'm thinking it's going to be kind of like a brownish color, right? Yeah, I guess a brownish color for the cork. Hey, good morning, Bonnie Miller. Oh, I thought this was moving. Can you tell I had a crazy day yesterday. I don't even want to go into it. I just want to take a big giant piece of chalk. I want to pretend yesterday was written on a chalkboard, and I just want to say, I mean, not the whole day, but it got a little bad as the day went on. I just want to say I'm going to erase yesterday. I'm going to erase yesterday from about, I don't know, 3 p.m. on. Oh my goodness. What else did I do yesterday? We did a drawing class yesterday for the drawing workshop. For those of you that are, that was a fun class, wasn't it? For those of you who were there, the video for anyone that missed it yesterday, the video for that class, I don't know what happened, tech issues. I have to upload it again. So I'm going back over this with a color called dim gray. And I did kind of, where is that brown color? Chestnut is what the top is. Now, let's kind of have a little bit of contrast. I mean, mixed media is the topic today, so we can either color each one of these little drawings with different mediums, or we can just mix it up. I say we mix it up, and now move on to a brush marker for good morning, Dawn. See, I don't have to say, who is that? Someone who knows, right? Dawn, I found this. I have to send it to you. I posted it on my Facebook page this morning, I believe. I'm looking for like an orange color. Here we go. Just for this kind of top thing. This is a brush marker. I posted on my Facebook page. It's this woman who makes dolls that look like dogs wearing coats. Orange. You said it, right? Am I still saying it the same, Jen? I hope. It's orange. I try with the orange, but it just doesn't happen. Did you see? Isn't that amazing? I can't stop looking at them. It's this, for everyone else that's wondering, go to my Facebook page, take a look. It's this artist, I don't even know her name to credit her, but I found her on Instagram, and she creates these little dolls out of dogs. And I was showing them to somebody when I first found them, and they told me they looked creepy. I think they're adorable. I don't think they look creepy at all. Maybe I'm just in dog mode because I've been working on a logo and really the whole web design and print package for a brand new animal rescue, and the logo was on my Facebook page because there's a contest. Well, not really a contest. You just have the opportunity to vote. Hey, Bonnie Hughes, just have the opportunity to vote on what logo is winning. And then next week the logo will be picked, and it's just really, it's a local animal rescue, and I can't even believe how it's going to be. It's going to be exciting, actually. So anyway, that's just kind of like a side note. All right, what else do we have here? My friend Paisley this one's called Cobra. I guess it's like an olive green color. We'll color this middle one that color. I mixed a little bit of pink and yellow for this last one. Here's Cobra. I could go back over this one with some little bit of the brush marker. And I'm really kind of staring at this. This is kind of a glittery gold gel pen. And I just kind of want to make a little bit of lines in here. Kind of make it a little glittery. Which logo's in the lead? Number 1. Number 1 is in the lead. It's going to be going to be an amazing animal rescue. It's not just about I mean, it's going to be about placing dogs. I don't know if Sue's even watching, but it's a really good friend of mine it's her brainchild, really. And it's just amazing what's happening. She's just got this dream that she wants to start an animal rescue to just place dogs and have a piece of land, actually, that she wants to purchase so that she can, if you didn't have a place for your dog, if you were displaced yourself and you needed a home for your pet, that they could go there. It could be cats or dogs. And I'm just really honored to be part of it. I'm going to be doing their website. I'm going to be doing all of their graphic design. I helped write their mission statement. So it's going to be really exciting. So, and she moves fast like I do. So there's no no thinking about it. That's the one I voted for. I think that one really showed up nicely with the coloring and the paws depicted. Yeah, I do too. I like the blue and the brown logo. Marianne says, I have all my Black Widows in a huge zip case in color order. Love that they are in one place. You know, I don't know if I should put them in one place. Should I? This one's called Bubblegum. I'm going to make this one a pink color. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I need to start doing that about my Black Widows. So what's new? What's new? What's happening? I feel like I haven't seen anyone in a long time, right? Hey, good morning, Chris. I was looking for you. We were going to try to tag you, but it wouldn't let me. Trying to think about what's happening. Like, what's new? I'm not working on a new book right now. I'll tell you that much. Haven't worked on a new book in a while. I've got some different classes that have been going on. And I'm going to use this charcoal color for this top part. Different classes that have been happening. Drawing workshop. I've got a painting class that happens every Monday. I've got a watercolor class that's happening. That's next week if anyone's interested in it. Lynn says the pencils get along. They are related. Does that mean you get along with Lynn? That doesn't mean you get along, right? If you're related to somebody, does that mean you really get along? I don't know about that. I'm going to use my little Crayola in its little antique package. Paisley's decided to be kind of a pill right now, apparently. Okay, let's see what color here. I'm going to do this one green. Paisley, what's wrong, my friend? Hang on, I gotta help Paisley. The 11th is the watercolor workshop. Yes, it is. And this is what we're painting at the watercolor workshop. I'm excited about this one. Listen, you two. You already ate yours? Oh my goodness. Really? Why don't I believe that? Hey, hey, Alexandria, what's going on, my friend? Going with green for this one. Bev says, I get along with friends better than family. Me too. Me too. Right? Isn't it crazy? It's like when you find your tribe. Me too. I can't wait for the picture. Sharon says she loves it. I love it too. I'm excited about it. That one is going to be a lot of fun. We could use gouache for that too, though. I mean, we're going to use watercolor, but you could kind of like water the gouache down. I almost lost track of time myself, Chris. Listen to Paisley. Jen, have you missed this? My orange dollar escalator. I've missed you. I missed you too, Alexandria. Yeah, I decided to come back to Facebook for color alongs, you know? I just feel like, I felt like we were having some trouble, right? We were having a little bit of trouble, like a little while back. And I don't know what was going on with Facebook, but maybe they were making some changes. And there were some issues, but then I moved to YouTube, and it was great. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of people kept asking me different questions. And as I've been advertising, can you believe this one, Alexandria? Volume 18 Color Along book, which is on Amazon right now, starts on March 3rd. As I started promoting that book and posting about it, people kept saying to me, "Oh, you're still doing those?" And I realized that a lot of people were kind of like lost. And of course, we've missed Paisley on Facebook because she thinks that she's like bugging her friend in the background is what she's doing. This one's called Grape. Kind of a nice purplish color, right? And I started to also think about going back to Facebook. I've been seeing a lot of other people doing live videos on Facebook, and they didn't seem to be having too many problems. So I decided to give it a try. I know, can you believe it? 18 volumes. Alexandria, 22 pictures times 17, 18, right? Can you believe it? I remember when I did the very first one. I remember when I did the very first color along. Let me get Paisley to be quiet with a biscuit, and I'll tell you the story about that. Come here, Paisley. Come here. The very first one I ever did, the very first color along I ever did, man, I was nervous. It was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to do this. And I was doing them like at an early hour of the day. I was doing them like at 6 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not. And I was doing them at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And I can't believe how many people actually watched at that crazy time. I mean, there's been a lot of changes. A lot of changes with my wobbly camera. Remember back in the day, Alexandria, there was like, the camera was moving around all the time. It was wobbling. I came up with some crazy setups to get the camera not to move. It was just like, there's been a lot of changes. Now I have this crazy metal shelf that my camera sits on. Yeah, it would not be authentic live without the scruff noises, right? You said it. Paisley's kind of being a little bit of a, you know, not a nice friend right now to her friend Scarlett. She's very pushy. Very pushy. She's a great dog, though. I'm not complaining about my dogs. She just wants what she wants and knows what she wants, and she's going to go after it, right? She's going to say, hey, you can't get that for me? I'm going to get it myself. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of... Paisley, why don't you have this biscuit? There you go. All right, we got the floor of it right there. Let's see what color. I'm kind of looking for a dark green, maybe. Forest. Oh, forest. Reminds you of Forrest Gump, doesn't it? I'm not up at that time. You're not up at 6 o'clock in the morning? I am. Why am I up at 6 o'clock in the morning? This morning I was up at 5. I don't know, Bonnie. I couldn't sleep, I guess. Just couldn't sleep. I don't know what had happened. It was like, oh my goodness. All right, let's go with some yellow on top of this. Oh, Paisley do have. There you go. See how I'm just kind of blending with this yellow? Look what it's doing. It's actually kind of like moving that around. Did you get the new Black Widow pencils? I forgot what they're called. Yes. What are they called? Dragon. Yes, I do have them. I should pull those out too. I have those. Are they still in, are they back in stock? Because I know there was a problem with them being in stock. All right, so there's my first one. This is with colored pencils, markers, crayons for this one, right? Let's move on to this section down here. We're going to do this one strictly with crayons. And I'm going to start out with yellow for this one right here. This one is cool because you just color completely over it. I mean, it kind of just looks like pen and ink drawing, right? There's my yellow. Done. I mean, you can color this and, you know, be the toast of the town, as they say. Do you like the colors? Yeah, I do like I like the colors too, Bev. I do. I was going to ask Bev, does she like the colors? But she's telling me she loves them. They are great colors. Here's some orange. Here's some orange. Missed my crazy accent, I know. You know what I mean? I've been hanging around with too many people lately that have the same accent as me. And it really doesn't make a difference when you do that. I was debating on if I needed them or not. Same good quality. Oh, the quality's fantastic, actually. Let me see if I can get them out of this drawer. The quality is great, actually. I had to tape them together because they seem to be like they wanted to get out of the box. Lynn says you need them, so that's all you need to know. When Lynn says you need something, you buy it. This one is a 36 set. My cover is kind of bent. I just put the metal cover against my phone that's on vibrate, and there's a phone call coming in, and it was buzzing against the metal. I thought I was electrocuting myself. All right, these are the colors. I like them a lot. Let's use them, actually, since we broke them out. Let's use this magenta color. This one's called Crimson Stone. I think that my biggest, I love all Black Widow pencils, by the way. And I now have an Amazon influencer page. Did you all know that? I should pop a link. Hang on, let me pop a link to that. Let's let her finish that, okay? I have an Amazon influencer page, finally. And, I don't even know if I have the link right now. Maybe somebody else has it for me. And you can go to that and I make a small commission out of the products that are listed in that page. You know? Which ones do you have, Bev? You don't have the rest of them? Well, I gotta say, this is my opinion about Black Widows. Black Widow pencils are a great pencil. And the way they design them is that every pencil, I'm not getting paid to say this, by the way, but every pencil, every set is just another addition to what you already have. So if you have one set and you get another set, you're not getting a repeat. You're basically adding to what you already have. I think my only complaint is that they've improved, but they're not consistent. So for example, look at this. This is Dragon. That's what the pencil looks like. But Cobra doesn't have that. See, Cobra doesn't have that at the end. Skin tones do have this at the end. You know what I mean? So That's my only complaint about them. But other than that, I love them, love them, love them. Can you still continue to post the replays on YouTube? Bonnie Hughes is asking. Yes, I will do that. I'm still going to post the replays to all the videos on YouTube, like I had been doing in the past. And, of course, I have to make a disclaimer that, you know, what the hell are we talking? What are we talking about, right? Well, that's a great gift for somebody to give somebody, Bev. Bev says somebody gave these to her. But the quality of them is really, really nice. The length of the pencil, you know, sometimes the length of the pencil is different on different pencils. Plus, this has a gold color. Look at this. I don't even think I've used it. This was called cardboard, but to me, it's gold. What do you think about this pencil, for those of you that have? Miriam, what do you think about this? Why is it called cardboard when it really looks like it's gold, right? So that's kind of weird. But I'm going to go over this with this gold color because I feel like it adds a little bit of pizzazz to the yellow. And to this, to the orange. There we go. And now the inside of these, I'm going to use this color here, which is called Sabre. S-A-B-R-E. Look at that. It's kind of like a bluish, grayish, turquoise-ish. Is that a word? Turquoise-ish kind of word. I'm not really sure if that's the right word. And then the background is going to be orange. I just wonder if the others are as good, and I love the gold. Yeah, I think they're all good. I think that the only thing I would say, Bev, is that maybe they're all good in different ways. I just don't think they're consistent. However, they're not consistent because there's improvements that have been made. Albert Jones has worked hard to make improvements on every set. And he's been a huge supporter of my color-alongs and has done numerous giveaways. So I am always thankful to Albert Jones with the support. But the past few months, because of the pandemic, it was hard to get these pencils, right? These came out right before Christmas, I think, weren't they? There's that, which is called Serpent. This is the orange color. You don't have the dragons left yet? Bev says, Chris is saying that she has the 3 original sets and loved them. To be honest with you, my very favorite ones are the first ones, right? Amazing quality. So it's all consistent. I just think that it's wax and oil pencil. Right? Am I getting that wrong? That's what I know about them. They're non-toxic, which is good enough for me because I cannot stand something that has a horrible odor. It makes me sick. So, a matter of fact, just recently, I purchased some new acrylic paint, and this one is called Saddle, making me think of that song, Back in the Saddle Again. Anyway, I purchased this really nice paint that I had used in the past for years. But this really nice set, it was a good deal, and it was making me really sick. I just sent it back yesterday. I shipped it back. So, it was my day of returns. I like the Cobra ones. I like all of them, Bev. They're all nice, and they are wax. Thank you, Chris. They're wax, but I thought they were kind of a combo. No? They're not a combo? This one is called Wizard. And, you know, when you're coloring something that's a grayscale page, whether it's grayscale illustration or it's grayscale photograph, because of the ink on the actual page, it's going to color a little differently. You know, people think it's the paper, but it's not the paper. Let's go. We're past that, right? Past that. We're past the paper conversation, you know? Alexander's saying the same. Prismas are so overrated. My favorite pencils are Prisma. I can't read that comment. It won't let me see it. I don't really like Prismas because they are a little grainy, but you know, people think they have to buy like the most expensive pencil. right? Like, hey, you really don't have to buy the most expensive pencil. Don't you think? I mean, do you have to have all, you have to, this one's done. I'm going to move on to this one next, and I'm going to see what I can do with the gel pen. You've never colored crayons over pencil? Yeah, it looks, you can definitely add it. All right, so this is just a gel pen. I don't know what color this is. I don't know what the name. Looks like a cerulean blue. And I am just going to color this wine bottle with this color. My friend Paisley is having like a conniption under my desk. You want to know why? Under my chair, Paisley. Can you see it? There it is. This way you don't knock me off the chair. Yesterday I was walking through the kitchen and I had Crocs on, and they stepped in the back of my, one of the dogs stepped in my Croc, in the back of my shoe. So my shoe was like stuck to the floor, and I almost went flying across the kitchen. I was like, you guys are trying to kill me. I've been out of the coloring game a long time. What kind of pencils are you talking about? We're talking about Black Widow. The Black Widow pencils. The last ones that I bought, Bounty's saying, were the skin tones. I lost my mojo a few years ago, and I just haven't gotten it back. Oh, I hate when that happens. Right? Haven't bought a coloring book in years, Alexandria is saying. Isn't it amazing that so many people are still following my videos and my Facebook page, but people are still, that actually have stopped coloring? You know, yeah, it's been a long time, right? I want to do a coloring book that I have never, ever done before. The last few coloring books I had done were the ones with the dogs that people submitted their dogs. And I have to say, a lot of the people who submitted their dogs or their cats, the cats or the dogs passed away after the books were published. I guess it's a coincidence. I guess maybe the animals were old. And then 2 of the people who submitted the dogs passed away. So I kind of got like, oh my goodness, am I like... It kind of got to me. It really kind of got to me. Shook me up a little bit. So I hadn't been working on a coloring book. I was just kind of like working on some different classes. I released a couple of new books, right? I did Big Variety Volume 4. Did you know that, Alexandra? Big Variety Volume 4 is out. But it just kind of like, it was a little bit of a shake-up to see people's pets pass like that. I don't know. Anyway, it just kind of bugged me. Anyway, I don't want to bring down the room. All right, so let's move on to the wine glass. Now, inside the glass, I'm going to assume that this is a red. Bev says it's a good memory to have pics of the dogs. I guess so. You're right, Bev. I know. It just kind of bugged me a little bit, though. You know? Now, I'm kind of making this part of it a little bit darker, and then we've got the top of the wine that's right there, so you kind of like see through it. And now we've got the wine in this glass right here. It's only going to come to about here, right? Because then becomes the glass. Now, I need the flip throughs of volume 3 and 4. Everything's on YouTube. Everything is on my YouTube channel for the flip throughs. You just need to binge watch my YouTube channel. Speaking of binge watch, have you started watching Ozark lately? The new season? I can't watch it anymore. I've decided that there's a few things that I am not going to participate in anymore, because either it is like too gory, like for TV shows, like Ozark. I can't do it. And I know this is going to be like an OMG moment here that I'm going to say this, but I've decided that I am no longer playing Wordle. Anybody else feel like this? I can't do it anymore. I'm quitting Wordle. I am quitting Wordle because I feel like it is taking up too much of my brain power. It is making my head tired. I really like these smooth pencils, by the way, that have like a little tray. And I forgot that they had this little case. Look at this little case that's brand spanking new. All right, now I want to do my glass. So for the glass, I'm going to go over this with a like greenish color from my pencils. Outlander is coming back starting in March. I have not watched Outlander because... Don't spoil it. Which one are we not spoiling? Ozark or Wordle? I haven't watched Outlander because I have read, I think I maybe have 3 left of the Outlander series books. And I feel like when I started watching Outlander, it just... That's not how I pictured Claire and Jamie to look in my head when I was reading the book. Did it ever happen to you before? I did not expect them to look like that. I did not expect them to speak like they did. It just really didn't look anything like I expected. All right, look, I'm going over the red, over the wine. Yeah, I can't watch it. What is Wordle? Wordle is... It's this game where you have to guess the word. You have 6 chances, right? 6 chances or 5 chances? Now I don't even remember. See how much it's affecting me? And I've decided I'm not playing anymore. People are hooked on it. It's taking up too much of my brain. It's making my head tired. See? You too, Bev. Bev's saying all the time when I read books, then they make a movie. I hate what they do to the movie. Because that's because you have your own version of what is happening. It's like that show. Lynn knows it. It was a show that was on Netflix that was from a book series. Oh, Virgin River? Yes, Sharon's got it. 6 chances to find the word. I'm done. I'm not playing it anymore. Maybe we should do like a Wordle boycott. Anyway, the guy who created Wordle, though, sold it to the New York Times. Good for him. But it just feels like it's just like, I don't know. I just can't do it anymore. I'm done. All right, I'm going to use this little blue pen to kind of like, those are supposed to be the words, you know. And then The Shining, I love the book but hated the movie. Do they give you letters or what? Is there a hint on what to start with? No, there's nothing. It's just these, 30 squares. And you just pop in a word. And then they tell you whether or not you're on the right track as far as like, see, even this is using my brain power. My brain energy, my brain cells. They tell you whether or not you're on the right track. And you can either use, like, say you start with the word media, and they say, okay, well, there's some letters that you've gotten in the right spot. Those will show up in green. There's other letters that show up that are in yellow, and those mean that they're in the word, but you just go to Wordle. Just Google Wordle, Wordle. And you just keep trying. It's just really like I guess it's more of a, everyone's playing it. There's a place where you can get the answers. Yes, eventually, Mary is right. Eventually, Wordle will require a fee. I agree. That's not why I don't want to play it anymore. I'm just, like, feeling like, I was playing it today, and I finally said to myself, this is as bad as me looking on Instagram. Or TikTok. Well, TikTok. Don't even get me started about TikTok. It's kind of like Mastermind, Lynn is saying, with letters instead of colored pegs. I don't really know what that is. Sharon has a strategy. She's letting us know. Do we need to send you like a tip or something for your strategy, Sharon? I start off with the same word, then build off of that. Green letters are right. Yellow letters are in the word, but not in the right place. Gray letters are not in the word at all. Exactly. The guy who developed it said it was always be free. Yeah, but he sold it to the New York Times and they're going to charge. So I don't know. I think they're going to. You think they're going to? We shall see. What is free anymore? Is there anything that's free anymore in life? Doesn't seem it. All right, I'm going to add some brush markers to this whole shebang. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't like anagrams either. All right, this one is called Sundown, and I'm going to go, it's kind of an orange. Yeah, he did say it was going to be free, but then he sold it. I wish I could create a game like that. Don't you? Make millions of dollars on it. Could be like, what's his name? In 2.5 Men. What's his name? Walden. Sold something and he's a billionaire. Kind of give this a darker color in the between and the in between. I thought I read, Sharon says, the New York Times said they weren't going to charge for the game. Oh, maybe. Sharon, you're more up on the news than I am. I get my news from Sharon. Sharon is my, you know, channel, my ABC. I'm so out of the loop when it comes to news. Isn't that awful? Okay, so there is my background for this one. Now we're moving on to, I saved the best for last because I love this one the best. Now we're moving on to dessert. The dessert of the coloring page is the one with the lighthouse. What do you think? I'm going to go with Maiden Pink, which looks like red to me, if you ask me, you know. And I'm going to color the actual house, this color. And then I'm going to move on to some brush markers. It does look like pink, doesn't it, though? Deceiving, right? When the end of the pencil is different than the actual color that it produces. Or the same thing with the marker. You know? But it also kind of goes in line with, you know, when something's printed, it's going to look different. I'm going to do this color up here too. So up here too. And then I'm going to take a marker. And I feel like this part right here should be lit up. So here is my yellow. And even up here is going to be lit up. Because what? That's the lighthouse. Get it right? Lighthouse. And then we've got this orange color here, which I'm going to kind of add on top of this pencil to kind of deepen this color that we've got going on here. That's the color it is. Look, again, totally different than when it happens. I'm definitely going to check out when the live is over, the Wordle. That's what Jen's going to do. How do I know this? I knew she was going to do that. My phone is buzzing again. Buzz, buzz. All right, so there's that part there. I'm going to go over this part too. It looks deeper. Doesn't it look better, that color, like a deeper color? You can start with verbs, nouns, anything. I know I did this page, Marianne, saying, I love lighthouses and remember it. Have to track it down. I know. Why do we love lighthouses? Why do people love lighthouses? Lighthouses are a big deal, right? Have you seen, Jen and Alexandria, have you seen my, my felted paintings that I've been doing? Made out of, like, fleece. Have you seen all those? I'm going to use this green color for this. I'm actually working on a website for myself. I think today's my last day that I'm supposed to get it done because I have like a free trial that I've been using. Anyway, I'm working on a new website for myself for my paintings only and my felted paintings. So I just haven't had time. What was today? Thursday? Yeah, today is it. Sharon says, Lynn got me hooked on Wordle. I even play Wordle 2, which is the same, but the letters are 6 letters. Where's the? Do you play Loodle? You haven't seen the felted stuff? I'll show it to you. Speaking of lighthouses, because I actually did a class a couple of weeks ago. Well, wait a minute. Was it last week? We did a three session workshop, and one of the things we did was a lighthouse. All right, so let's see. This one right here is called Sabra again. These kind of little trees sticking up. And I'm not sure what color that house should be. I'm thinking it should be yellow. Thank you so much, Sandra. My new website will feature my felted paintings and my regular and my acrylic paintings or watercolor paintings or so I'm excited about the new website. I've been chipping away at it for a while, for a few weeks, and I just need to kind of get my act together and do it. Maybe I can work on it tomorrow, since tomorrow's going to be like, you know, stormy weather tomorrow. Did you see that forecast for tomorrow? Oh my goodness. I'm going to do the sky. I'll show some felted paintings as soon as I'm done with the sky. But thank you, Sandra. Sandra, did you finish? I think you did, right? You did. Sandra took the class. I did see the first one, right, Sandra? I'm going to be doing some more classes that are going to be some pre-recorded ones. They're not going to be live, but they're going to be pre-recorded for those. All right, so here's this blue crayon for the sky. And I'm just coloring right over that sky. And the gray is just going to poke through. Yeah, last week was the flowers. Yeah, I remember that. But the lighthouse one. This is what we did last week. It's still, I haven't taken it off my phone yet. But that's what we did last week. Let me see what else I have here. I'll show them to you. This is the best part about the color alongs, is that you can, like, you know, show your stuff to everybody. The new classes, Sandra, I haven't even posted them yet. They're going to be pre-recorded rather than live for the felted classes. I'm going to be working on them over the next few days because, I don't know, just kind of got like distracted the past week. It's just been kind of crazy things happening. But this is one of them. This is what we did last week in the class. And then what else did we do in the class? We did a lighthouse. That was fun. We did this one, which I have not framed yet. And we did this one for the first one. And then I just popped, like, this is the one we worked on, right? So we did, this was the example, and this is what we worked on during the class, during the tutorial class. And they just made a fleece that you just kind of like stab onto this wool. I mean, you can kind of see the background that's there. I love the lighthouse one because I instantly thought of my mom and how she would have loved to have it. I have another lighthouse too. I think this is the one. Isn't this the one, Marianne, that I did live? I did this one live. You would probably love this, Jen, because this works with fiber, right? You're still crochet. You do a lot with yarn, right? So there's that one with the lighthouse. That we didn't do that in the class. And then I have these that have already been framed. I do a lot more of like an abstract one, and some of them are kind of tiny. This is one of my favorites, actually. Like this one right here. So my new website's going to have all of these types of things. I have some other ones too that are in a different box. And it'll debut over the next couple of weeks. The site, anyway. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's what's happening with the lighthouse paintings, or the felted paintings. And then it just comes right off. I should take it off this, actually, while we're here. It just comes right off this. So I'm just going to pull it right off this foam. And that's what happens. So I've been working on stuff like this. I'm working on some different paintings. Head over to my website and take a look at that logo for that animal rescue. They're going to be doing donations. It's going to be fully 100% funded by donations. So I think the challenge was, I think she wanted to raise like $300,000 or something. But there'll be a lot of stuff happening. So it just gets pulled right off, and there it is, and I'll just put it in a frame. Bonnie says, I just don't understand why they won't be live. It takes just the same amount of time. They're not, I just made the decision that they're not going to be live because not everybody is showing up for the live at the same time. the majority of the people are doing it pre-recorded or watching and not doing it while I'm doing it live, and it's just easier for me to do them pre-recorded because I can do it at a different time of day. So I've got a bunch of other personal stuff happening right now that I just needed to make the decision. All right, so now let's talk about volume 18, okay? Because Color Along volume 18, I want to make sure Scarlett doesn't go near that stuff because she thinks that the fleece is like her toy. Color Along volume 18 will begin on March 3rd. So we're going to meet here on Facebook from now on. So next week we'll be meeting with this grayscale with colored pencils. And then we'll be working on this one on the 17th with complimentary colors here right on Facebook. I'll post the other videos to, the pre-recorded videos of the color alongs to Facebook. And then this one was one that was scheduled on January 27th, but I had something I needed to do on that day. So this has been rescheduled till the 24th. So once this book is, thank you, Jen. So once this book is complete, then volume 18 will begin. And I mean, look at the different types of tutorials that will be happening in volume 18. Shading with colored pencils, grayscale with woodless colored pencils. And if you have a membership with me, then these books are getting ordered today, actually, to be shipped to you. Monochromatic with markers, watercolor pencils, just a number 2 pencil, pointillism, which is one of my favorites with all the dots, right? Sepia with brown colored pencils or Derwent drawing pencils, grayscale with colored pencils, bolding with markers or crayons, complementary colors, burnishing with colored pencils, just 4 colors mixed media, make it pop. We use like a white pen for that. That makes it a lot of fun. Transferring a coloring page to different surfaces. I'll have some different examples for that, where we can actually transfer it either to a plate, or to a canvas, or to a piece of wood, or to like a wooden box or something, so transferring that. Yes, every Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, Bev. I'll be here. Grayscale with chalk pastels, gel pens, stained glass, grayscale with Inktense pencils, layering colors, crayons, mixed media, and coloring in 3D. And this book has a lot of pages in it that are, and I'll just do a quick flip through, that are from various books. And they are from some newer books too. So a lot of books like, well, this is from an older book. But this is from my gnome book, one of my gnome books, Gnome Friends. This one's from Dazzling. Here's another grayscale one. This is from Little Boxes, which is kind of a new book. I don't think that's ever been in one. Here's another one called from Gnome. It's a Gnome Life. Thank you, Bev. I'm glad that you're happy I'm back. This one is from Home Sweet Home. Here's another one that's from one of the dog books. What will a replay? The replay will be on Facebook, Bonnie, right here. It's not going to leave. You can just keep watching it here. But I mean, I am going to upload it to YouTube. I probably won't upload it, though, for like, well, I mean, I'll probably upload it. I mean, today's Thursday. I want to make sure that I get it up there by like the weekend. So that's when the replay will be for that. But it will still be on YouTube. It'll still be here on Facebook also. The Mushroom Mania book made an appearance in this book. Another grayscale. Stained glass. This is from Sloth Mania. Here's the page that we did today. We're going to do this with Inktense pencils. Layering colors. I don't know why this line is here. I kind of do. Oh, yes, I do. Because I didn't make that go away. Another one. Here's a mixed media one. This one's little Mandalas. This is from a new book called Florals. Which is a pocket-sized book, actually, but it's in here, it's not. So, and then it has 2 copies of every page. So 22 pages to color, 2 copies of every page. This book is on Amazon. The book is $19.99. It comes with all the tutorials. It's a little bit higher than the past books because actually Amazon has increased the price of, or reduced the author price, reduced the royalty of the books. So we haven't, so we're actually making less profit, less royalties on the books now. So I had to start increasing some prices of some of my books. So that's why it's $19.99. But I still think it's a deal. And hopefully it'll go on sale by Amazon. And sometimes when I put it at that price point, you can use like that $5 coupon or something when they offer it. So that's what's happening. Hey, thanks so much for joining me, everyone. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Lynn says, looks like a nice book. Then again, they're all nice. I appreciate that. So I'll see everyone back again here on Facebook next Thursday at 10 a.m. Scarlett and Paisley, of course, were kind of a little chatty in the background. Right, Scarlett? I think Scarlett needs to go outside. And I'll see everyone soon. Have a great day. Thanks so much. And stay safe. See ya.